Week 26 for Dallas introduces a character that, when we look at it in the context of season one, seems just like a one episode character, but ends up sticking around for the bulk of the series. So we have to give it a little bit more weight than some of these other episodes. But really, in the context of season one, it would be understandable to think that this character would not wouldn't carry over. The character of Donna. What can we say about Donna? Donna in this particular episode doesn't leave a great impact in my mind. She's just she's married to some old guy who JR and Jock want dealings with. And I think that if they can sway Donna, that they can get Cliff Barnes off their back. That's basically the crux of the episode. And then Ray falls in love with Donna, but Ray doesn't know that Donna is married to the really old guy, who I'm blanking on his name, because it didn't really make an impression on me. Ray mentions, and it's interesting, Ray mentions the, I believe it was the country singer, that was earlier this season, that he fell in love with, and she kind of left him to get a career, because JR wanted to show his dominance over Ray. Not only does Ray mention it, Bobby mentions it. And, okay. Really, the most interesting thing for me this episode had to deal with Lucy, because the Ray and Donna storyline at this moment wasn't all that believable. I didn't think they had great chemistry from the get-go. Donna just seemed like a confusing character that they didn't really know what to do with, nor was it particularly written well. I have a feeling she'll get better written as time goes on, but as our introduction to her, I am not impressed. What they did with Lucy, that is much more interesting to me. Lucy is starting to get addicted to pills. She takes some pill, they don't really say what it is, that makes her feel better, and she's like the life of the party. We don't see that scene either, because we don't spend too much time with Lucy. And there you have it. That was the most interesting thing of the episode. I believe it was this episode. It may have been last week. Sue Ellen's just more and more drunk. And she's been asked to be booted off of... I don't even remember the name. I'm doing a terrible job with this episode. But Miss Ellie gets talked to by the other women of the group, and they say, we want her to step down as president temporarily until she's more like herself, because sometimes people struggle with pregnancy. And Miss Ellie's like, sure, whatever you want. And they do that. Okay then. Yeah, this episode, it's hard to look at an episode like this in its proper context of when it came out, because we know now that this episode introduces a major player in several seasons of Dallas. But as it was, this just seems like a random one character. I mean, she leaves at the end. She falls in love with Ray. She divorces the old man, and the old man has no problem with it, which I thought was weird. And he, but she says she needs to focus on her, finding who she is. And so she leaves. And she says, don't worry, I'll be back. But I don't buy that. in the way this season has gone, season 1 has been structured, this seems like a one-episode character, gone and done. My prediction is we will not see her for the rest of the season, but we very well may see her. I bet we'll see her in season 2, knowing what I know of it going on. But as just looking at it as just a standalone episode, where it is in the context of season 1, it was boring. I don't think it was particularly well done. Am I looking forward to next week? I think this upcoming week is the beginning of the 2-part season finale, so I am excited about that. I have higher expectations of these 2 episodes than I do of this week's episode, but we'll see what happens when we get there. Anyways, I hope you keep returning with me as I keep going back to South Fork.